we will be finally shopping this dry fruit um, as a part of this preparation. Okay, we have made all the ingredient prepared for the making the Sri Lankan the Christmas cake. So we are going to start with the dates. We have cut the dates, and this one is raisins, and this one is the glazed cherry. This is the preserved pumpkin, and this one is chocho, and this one is preserved ginger, and this one is the currant, and this one is sultana, and this one is the cashew nuts, and also we will be adding jam, strawberry jam, and also that we will be adding golden syrup. So that's a beautiful golden syrup, and also that we will be adding the honey, and these are some other things that we will be. Now we are going to add all the dry ingredients and the fruits. So we are adding that what is that? Sultana, and we are adding the currants, and then we are adding raisins, and then we are adding the dates. Sorry, after cutting all the thing, I didn't know which one which, so I am asking my wife. Okay. And we are adding the pumpkin preserve all together. Then also we are going to add the glazed cherry, and then we are going to add the preserved chocho. We are adding the chocho. Then we have the that's the preserved ginger. So we are adding the preserved ginger. Then we are finally adding the cashew nuts. Once you add the cashew nuts, what we are going to do is we are going to mix them. So the mixing is the key aspect of making this one, and so while we are ready to mix them, we are going to add the honey, and we are adding a 1 tablespoon of 2 tablespoons of honey there, and also we are adding golden syrup that we will be adding that 3 teaspoons of a tablespoon of golden syrup, because they add the color and the sweetness, and all goodies and sweets and everything. That is the beauty of the best, the Christmas cake in the world. So now we are going to add the jam to it. We will be adding a strawberry jam, and so 300 grams strawberry we will be adding that. That is the 300 grams of strawberry jam. Came in the right size in the one bottle, so easy, you don't have to measure anything. That's a 300 gram strawberry jam. Looking at the ingredient, anyone say that this cake is the inferior to anything. In fact, I think looking at all the ingredients that we have added, I would say this is the best Sri Lankan cake, Christmas cake. We don't call this as a fruit cake.
It's a rich cake. Rich cake.
We call as a rich cake. That's only called in Sri Lanka. Nobody else called this as a rich cake. That is another uniqueness of this making the rich cake or the Christmas cake. Okay, now we are going to add the spices. That's spice powder. There is no Sri Lankan cake without adding the aromatic spices. That is the cinnamon powder. That we are adding that 1 teaspoon or half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder. Of course, I will put that the recipe in the description when the cake is being ready to be posted. And also half a teaspoon of cardamom powder, all Sri Lankan spices, cinnamon, cardamom, and also we are going to add that quarter teaspoon of cloves. So that's cloves. So we have added the cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, and then we are adding 1 teaspoon of nutmeg powder. Yes, butter, spices. All our sweet spices that we are adding that. So look at that, honey and syrup and spices, all really going to make a real melting pot of the flavors of this rich cake. Maybe that's the one, they call this as a rich cake. And also we are going to add the 1.5 teaspoon of rose water. 1.5 tablespoon of rose water. So see the aroma of that, the rose water. Then we are going to add that almond essence, 1 teaspoon of almond, or look like 1.5 teaspoon of almond essence. Then I can see that the lot of thing has been added now. Then now we are going to add the so now is drink time. So there's no rich cake or there's no Sri Lankan cake without brandy. We add brandy to it, And so how, yeah, just using the brandy. How many tablespoons? 4 tablespoons of brandy. We will mix it, then after soaking them, and we will do that in a couple of days time too. And yes, all in the name of rich cake. So Christmas is the time to make this. We make this every year, this cake, and that is the part and parcel of the Christmas celebration, that we love the season, we love the Christmas, and we love the festivities, and we love the food. And so we were doing that. Now we are mixing them. Look at that mix. Boy, already look like a rich and rich. And so we will mix them thoroughly, and that is the key to make a very consistent. By doing that, what we are intend to achieve is, these old brandy and other juices from other fruits, and soak in the nuts, and soak with each fruits, and
7 days.
and we let it soak them for 7 days. Yes, not going to be over within a day. Yes, we will let them to soak for 7 days. What we are going to do is, this is the semolina. We are going to stir the semolina. Then we will add the butter and mix them together. And then after that, we will for 5-6 hours. We are going to, the temper or the heat the semolina, 500 grams semolina that we got it, and on a medium heat, that we will stir them so that they become very nutty. We stir them for 7 minutes. So then we will add the butter to it. So we have fried or tempered the semolina. Now we are adding the 250 gram butter. Is it 250 gram butter? And with that, the heat from the semolina will melt the butter. So this is the one of the unique difference in making the Sri Lankan style butter cake. Sorry, not Sri Lankan style the Christmas cake, not butter cake. When I thought about the butter, it came butter. Yeah, Sri Lankan style butter cake look great, and of course the butter tastes good, and especially with the semolina, you can boil it and add some sugar and eat that too. So yes, we are mixing very well with butter and the semolina. Beautiful Sri Lankan Christmas cake. The fruits and nuts have been soaked, and very aromatic and very soaky, very shiny and very flavorful and looking great. And so what
So
we are
now
going
we
to
got
do is,
the
we are
fruit and
going
nut
to
mix
mix
soak, and
the
we are going to mix
semolina
every
and
ingredient
the plain
that
flavor
need to
to
be
it
mixed,
and leave it
like
for
a
another 6-7
semolina,
hours
egg, and
so that they
various
mix
other
very well,
ingredient that
crumble
we are going
together,
to make
and the
it
aroma will be
the Christmas cake fantastic.
to make the Christmas cake. As a part of the process, we had to separate the egg white from egg yellow, and see the art of doing that, so that so egg white is here and the egg yellow is here. So how many? So we will be using 12 eggs for the cake. So I can show you another how to separate the egg. So when you get it, need to be handle it very delicately because they are slippery slope. So and so we will using them both. So we are separating, but at the end we will be using egg white and egg yellow in a different time. So look great and look fantastic. So I show you one more how to separate it, and then see, look at that. Yeah, nicely just slide it down. So then yeah, it was burst, put it on your hand and let it slow down so that the egg yellow. Okay, now we have separated the all 12 eggs, egg white and the egg yellow. So what we are going to do is, we are going to beat the white egg to form the froth. So what we are going to do is, we are going to do the mixture and do the that the froth has been made and looking very great. So you look at that texture of that, and very beautiful and very nice looking. So the frothing the egg white has been completed now. That is the beaten egg white look very spongy, very nice, very colorful, very snowy, and looking very great. And this is the some of the key processes that we use it to make the Christmas cake fantastic. As a part of this the Christmas cake making, what we are going to do is, we are going to mix the egg yellow and the sugar and the butter. So we start with the mixing the butter and the sugar, beating them, mixing them. Then after that, little by little, we add the egg yellow. Let's start doing it. We are adding the butter. So that's the 500 gram butter that we have added. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to beat sorry, a little bit of space problem. So yeah. Butter now. So once you beat the butter, we will add all 500 gram butter to it, and then we will continue to beat the butter. So now as a part of the beating the butter, we are adding the sugar. That's a white sugar. The sugar and butter are going to be a very, very tasty. That's the way that you mix the sugar and the butter and the butter and the sugar. Looking great, good texture. So you need to beat it to create this kind of layer type or mix type texture. Hello. So we are going to add the egg yellow into the we will be adding that little by little, then mixing them. So we are adding some more egg yellow, and little by little we mix them. By doing the beaten egg yellow, butter and the sugar look very fantastic, very textured, very colorful, and this all going to contribute to the Christmas cake. That's the Sri Lankan Christmas cake. So why fantastic. So this cake can only be the super duper Christmas cake. Now we are going to add the all-purpose flour and the vanilla with egg yellow and the butter yellow, butter and the sugar mix. And now what we are doing is the vanilla. This is the pure natural vanilla, I got it from a friend who's having a farm, and that's nearly over. Probably I need to ask him. So that's a super vanilla. We put the 2 tablespoons of vanilla there, and every ingredient that I do it flavor. This is the butter, sugar, egg yellow, all-purpose flour, and the vanilla mix. Looking very great. All ready. All the item, all the ingredients are ready. And this is the egg white, the beaten, and the big basin is ready to mix everything. And this is the semolina with the butter mixed together. This is the super duper fruits and nuts and soaked in brandy, and all this going to make a fantastic Christmas cake. That is the pan that we prepared for it. So let's make it. Let's the mixing start. Okay, we are going to mix all the ingredient to make the cake. So this is the fruits and nuts mix that we made it to make the Christmas Sri Lankan style, the super Christmas cake in the brandy. We let it soak for 10 days. And initially we thought, we are going to make it for 7 days, but we soak it for 10 days now. And so then from here we are going to add one by one every other ingredient. So look very colorful and look very carnival type ingredient, so that we can, the next thing that we will set up this one to add the next ingredient. Next ingredient that we are adding is the butter, sugar, all-purpose flour, and the vanilla mix. You can see that, so that I have shown you how this being made. So this is the, so look at that. This cake is kind of long chain process. You need to logically do all the processes, otherwise you will not get the the real Sri Lankan type Christmas cake. And so we are adding that slowly and steadily, and hope that you can keep watching that what is happening during the process of mixing. And then what we do is we are going to mix this with the fruit mix, coming along. And while we are mixing that, we are adding the semolina and the butter mix also. So the mixing is very delicate too. You need to mix it in such a way that you get a good consistency in the cake. And so you can see that we are adding that semolina and butter mix that we have made it. So this is a very interesting experience to me to make a commentary on while this being done. This is as I said, this is a very one of the best or the best Christmas cake in Sri Lanka. It has a century-old tradition of making this one. It believed to be when the Dutch was ruling the Sri Lanka, they introduced this or during their time, this cake has been created for the Christmas, and so this basically plenty of nuts and plenty of dry fruits and dry nuts, sugar and butter and egg and everything is getting mixed very well here. I feel like licking it, but no, not at this stage. So wait for the so look at the mixture. I'm showing this whole process of mixing that because the mixing them is very important part of making the cake. Is not just simply mixing the ingredient. You need to mix it consistently and thoroughly so that all the ingredient made separately at different time has been mixed well, and so now we are completely putting all the semolina and that we prepared with the butter, and so my wife is making the mix of it. I'm only the videographer now. We take a videograph as it happened. We don't edit much, and so this is look at that, the consistency happening while you are mixing. Every scoop, every mix is adding the right texture to the cake. So anybody looking this one, or as you are watching this, you might be tempted to lick this mixture like me too, but I'm not licking yet. But this is the great mix. This is the first time that I'm looking at all the processes, although I was in the past I was watching and bits and bits of processes, but this is very exciting to me also, taking this video, and this very very super process, and so you can see that now we have added various components. Only the one component is left to be added, that is the egg white beaten. Is just standing there as a frozen snow, and now we are going to add the egg white, adding that egg white now. So we are adding the egg white froth now. How this be nicely mixed, and so that is the key process of mixing the various ingredients that we have made it. The cake mix is ready. So all ingredient, everything been mixed together and mixed very well, and that is the beauty of the making that the Christmas fruits and nuts cake, and we did that every step of the way by using the traditional Sri Lankan method. So we always call this as a Sri Lankan Christmas cake. So we are going to now add that to the baking tray. The cake tray has been prepared, and all the cake tray has been lined with baking sheet so that it will not burn along the edges. So looking great. So we will be baking the popular the Christmas cake today. So what we are doing now is we scoop it, and we are going to add to the baking tray, and so the oven has been set to 180 degree.
125.
200?
125.
125, sorry. 125, and so that we will be, once we fill this one, then we will be making that into so look at that. The thickness is going to be this cake. And now we have added. I was told by my wife that this cake, the Christmas cake, doesn't raise during the baking. So you will see a very clean, flat Christmas cake at the end of the baking process. How much is the baking time?
3 hours.
3 hours. Yes, I was just told it will take 3 hours to bake this delicacy, and very fantastic cake. Looking very great too. So. That is the end of the applying, passing to the baking tray, and we're going to send it to the baking now. Now we have put the dough into the Now we have put the cake mix into the baking tray, and now we are covering with the aluminum foil on that, and we have set preheat the oven, and we will set it for 3 hours baking at what temperature?
125.
125 centigrade temperature, and so set ready to go. Is almost a 10 days journey to making this Sri Lankan Christmas cake. So the cake is in the oven now. Let's start counting. So I can't wait this cake to bake. The more you bake, it will become more aromatic and the more tastier. And let's do the baking. Beautiful Christmas cake, nearly baked. And yes, you can see that the color very attractive, very nice brown color and looking great. Cake has been baked now. You can see that the color of the cake and see all the fruits and nuts are there. That is the unique characteristic of the fruits and nuts cake, and the aroma from the cake is brilliant. And yes, that is the special Sri Lankan Christmas cake just been removed from the that is a cake that we have made. That's the Sri Lankan Christmas cake that we have made it and turn it, and so now it's looking very great. Now we are going to add the brandy. So what we are going to do is just apply the brandy, and so you can see when you add the brandy, of course the children will not eat this one. We have made something for them without applying extra brandy, but the small children will not be eating this unfortunately. so we apply the brandy all over the cake, and is very critical aspect of the process of making this Sri Lankan cake more aromatic and more flavorsome. Hello, this is the beautiful Sri Lankan Christmas cake. You can see that how that is very beautiful, very aromatic. And usually the Sri Lankan cake is not decorated. What they do is, they cut it to pieces and wrap it in the paper and give it to the people. And so this is the moment of the truth. And so I'm cutting, and when you cut it, use a knife, sharp knife. So this one is very important, that the way you cut it, and usually it should come clear, and make sure that the cut is clearly square. And I'll leave this one here, then when you cut it like that, then you do like that, create so then what I'm going to do is, we have made a small tray. This is the portion that we are going to decorate it, and the other portion that we will be making it in the small so I'm using this one, and look at that, look at the beautiful. Hope I will not drop it. So see the size of it, see the cross section of that, nice, very nice. The nuts and fruits are there, and the semolina is very cooked very well, and nicely bring it down to and put it on this. So then also I can show you that this section of this one, see how that is looking very nice, very aromatic, and feel like eating that one now. So this is the one that we will be decorating, that tomorrow our children and grandchildren are coming, and so for the Christmas dinner or lunch, and then we will decorate it and put it very nicely, and I can show you how this decoration is coming along. So before we put the icing on it, what we are going to do is, we are going to put the ginger jam, brush with the ginger jam, so that become very shiny. The ginger jam is always a good combination to go with this Sri Lankan Christmas cake. You can see that why the Sri Lankan Christmas cake is something special, because it took so many days, more than 10 days, and so many, about 10 to 15 ingredients, and so that we are brushing with the ginger jam in all sides of the cake. Now we are going to use the roller pin and going to roll it and roll it to make it flat. This ready to roll icing. That's one of the advantage of this one. We mix with a little bit of icing sugar, and you have seen that we need it, and making it very, very thin and flat so that we can put it on this nice cake. One of the reasons that we put the pineapple jam is so that this icing roll will stick to it. So now we are rolling it, make sure that they are uniform, and once you made it the right size, we put it over the cake on the board, and then we will continue with the basic decoration. Thing is, we are rolling the flattened icing sugar. Then what we do is, we will put that on the top of the then nicely take it out, so that so we are putting that in that, so that nicely came up. So now we can remove the baking paper easily. Beautiful. So look at that. So all nicely done in all sides. I can show you that all nicely done, and that's a part of the placing the icing sugar sheet on that beloved Sri Lankan Christmas cake. Now decorating the Christmas cake. My wife is doing this. I really don't have any idea what she is doing. I'm only taking the video. So now we are putting the second stripe. Straight. as a part of the decoration that we are adding the star now. Beautiful star. We are placing the second star. Now we are making a leaf of the icing sugar, and look like a very simple and very creative decoration, and that should do for this that will make this Christmas more special. Looking great. Now what we are doing is the golden dust that we are putting that around it. Yep, look at that golden dust. Looking great.
Ready?
Okay, yep. We are making icing along the we are putting more green and environmentally friendly color. And looking great, and all nearly our decoration part is coming to an end. Yeah. So what we did is, we put this the green icing around the edges or the bottom of the cake, so to make it more green looking Christmas color. Merry Christmas to everybody. We made a fantastic super Christmas cake, the best Christmas cake from Sri Lanka. This is the century-old recipe making this cake, and that's there are lots of effort into it, a lot of patience, lot of planning when with that making this fantastic Christmas cake. And simply I can say that in terms of the time is over 10 to 12 days, and from the start to finish, and also about 30 some ingredients, everything from fruits to vanilla to eggs to anything. So much of flavors built into this, and so much of mixing and building up of the flavors of this cake. And then once you made the butter and sugar mix, and once you made the semolina with the butter mix, and once you made the fruit mix, then bring everything together and combining them and folding with the white egg froth, and then at the end of the day, then you make it to baking, and at the end you see this beautiful decoration. And by the way, this cake is fully done by my wife, that I don't have any credit to take on this one. She did everything, I was only helping a little bit of so I don't have any expertise in making cake or any other sweets, but though I'm a good cook too. So thank you very much for watching this fantastic Christmas cake making, and also keep watching full length of this cake, then you will appreciate that how much this flavor building of this cake has taken place. And share this with your friends, and enjoy looking at the cake, and maybe when you get a time when you may be able to make it one day. I have included all the full step of making this cake, and please support our effort on the YouTube, and keep watching this video and other video, and also subscribe and provide your support. Again, wish you a Merry Christmas to all my subscribers, to all my viewers, and your family and friends, and have a happy and prosperous new year. Thank you very much.